Hey guys, Mike Hansen here with your swing fault fix tip. Today we're talking about early extension. And a lot of people don't know they have this fault until they either see their swing on video or it's explained to them. So what early extension is, or some people might call it a forward thrust, is when you can have it on your backswing or on your downswing. Most people will see it on their downswing. So what happens is your butt, this part, comes forward on your downswing this way, instead of turning and rotating through. So what we'll see is on your downswing, your butt comes forward and you get up here on your toes, or you get your hips forward, and then there's no room for the club to come through and hit the ball on a good path. So I'm going to give you 3 exercises today that will help with that early extension in your golf swing. A lot of times we'll see people that have early extension because they have tightness in their ankle or in their calf. So one great stretch for this is to get up down on one knee. You're going to take a club, try and keep your heel on the ground, and you're going to try and touch your knee to that club. Now you may not be able to go very far. At first you may be to here, and then eventually you're just going to go as far as you can go, but make sure you keep your heel on the ground. And this stretch you can hold up to 30 to 60 seconds. And you just want to push forward and let it stretch. If you can push your knee pretty far and keep your heel on the ground, you really don't need to do this exercise. You can move on to the next one. One of the exercises that we do in our assessment is the overhead deep squat. And the guys at TPI have studied a lot of different amateurs and figured that 99% of those people that can't do the overhead deep squat will at some point see the early extension swing fault in their swing. So the overhead deep squat is basically holding a club over your head and squatting down as far as you can go. So if you can't do that, one thing that we do for the lower body is we put your heels up on something. You can use a book or a phone book or rolled up towels, whatever, just to get your heels up to feel that sensation of sitting back into your hips. So what you want to do to start with is hold your club out in front of you and squat down, pushing your hips backwards, your weights into your heels, and you're going to just go as far as you can. Now let me show you this from a front view. If you have tight internal hip rotation or tightness in your hips, what you'll feel is your feet want to slide out this way as you go down. That's okay, just start the squat. We don't want to go through a range of motion that your body doesn't want to go through. Just put your feet out just a little bit and feel that squatting down. Now with your heels raised up, it's going to be a lot easier than with your heels on the floor. So kind of start at maybe a 3 or 4 inch base and kind of work your way down as you do that. You want to do about 3 sets of 10 repetitions. So what you're doing is you're just holding the club out in front and you're going down this way. That's a great exercise to help with that early extension. Another reason we see this early extension is because of lack of core strength or the disassociation between the upper and lower body. The hips want to go forward instead of rotating. So we're going to do a plank with a lower body disassociation. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in the plank position or the push-up position with your back flat. You're just going to pull your knee up and then rotate that way. And you do it on both sides, just like that, and then back and forth. You want to make sure you don't get up this way, that you keep your hips pretty flat or your body in a straight line, and then rotate. Work your way up to about 15 repetitions on each side, but if you can only start with a few, then do as many as you can, and then work your way up, like I said, to 15, probably 2 or 3 sets of those. That'll be great for your core strength and that disassociation. The early extension is one of the most common swing faults that we see our clients fighting on a daily basis here. And it can cause so many different problems in your swing and your consistency. So those are 3 great exercises that you can do to help combat that swing fault. So just be aware of your standing up in your downswing, and then try those exercises, and that will definitely help you fight that swing fault. So until we see you next time, that's our swing fault fit tip.